But let's go from transportation. Let's lock in on German sportswear giant Adidas. They announced this morning it's ending its partnership with Ye or Ye. You decide what you would like to be called. Get me a Twitter. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Also known as Kanye West. A move that comes as the company faced public pressure after the rapper made a series of anti-Semitic comments. Brad, I know you feel very passionate about this one.
I do, because when you think about the evolution of a brand, and especially one where you have a platform like Kanye West, or Ye or Ye, if you're more into the King James version perhaps, one huge thing that you have to realize is that as this brand and as the platform that you have, and this has been talked about time and time again, yes, the things that you say, they carry so much weight to them. And within that, he has defected his brand to one that panders to alt-right, neo-Nazis, looking to buy platform Parler, which has really just been a cesspool of so much of that conversation. And with that, he's essentially evolved his own brand into a grift for those pennies or those dollars. And if that's what he wants to continue to do, he's going to find out in today's consumer environment that there are far more brands and consumers that are more willing to now vote with their dollars and willing to walk away from that brand that he has created.
Right, and just from the pure stock look or analysis, you saw Adidas shares down a good bit here, as they should be. Now, they're discontinuing this line. Adidas warned they will see a $250 million profit hit this year because they're discontinuing it. Each year, this brand has historically brought in $1 billion to $2 billion in annual sales for Adidas. So you are now removing a large chunk of the business. Then also, before everything that happened with Kanye, this brand served as a halo to everything else that Adidas did, its entire product line. So to remove this, it's going to take a while for them to build something back. That is a big hole they have to plug. And at a time, and I go into this a little bit more on a story now on the Yahoo Finance homepage, at a time where Adidas just last week warned about a major inventory glut in the U.S. and China. So this company is going to be in for a very challenging 12 to 18 months.
You add this to the list of brands as well that have stepped away from their partnerships, their ties, cut ties with Ye, Gap, Adidas, CAA, Vogue, Balenciaga, as you mentioned, JP Morgan as well. And so with all of this in mind, there's also, on the other side, the reality of the environment that brands also need to address themselves, the companies that want to annex themselves to the influencer economy, the reality of what they need to address in their own due diligence prior to entering into certain partnerships. And it is understanding what the risk profile of them bringing on any type of partnership with someone of this stature may be in the future. And so for the cut ties that we've seen thus far, sure, they wanted to capitalize on the hype beast that Ye could have been for them, but now they're quickly needing to reverse course because of the fact that you now have somebody who is clearly just gone off the scales entirely and on a different side of the spectrum than what they had initiated these partnerships thinking.
Right, and just one little last nugget here. I think you do have to question the corporate governance inside of Adidas. Why did this take so long? And you have to wonder, what were those conversations like internally? And then as an investor, can you trust this company to ultimately live up to your own values? Because clearly they've missed the boat here. They really have missed the boat.